This is John. He likes petrol stations, especially this one, because Marianne works here. Lately, the tank of his car empties so fast. So he has to fill up very often. What else can he do? Anyway, he likes refueling because the dispenser does almost everything on its own. John only has to put the nozzle in the filler neck, arrest the lever, and then he can turn his attention to the good things in life. And when the tank is full, click, the nozzle switches off, all on its own. But how does the nozzle know that the tank is full? He filled the petrol tank right to the top. How does it work? There must be some kind of trick to it. John would really like to look in here. John, hold on, you'll need the right key to open that. This is the heart of a dispenser. Here's the suction pump, which gets the fuel from the underground storage tank. The moment you take the nozzle from its hook, the pump begins to work. It pumps the fuel via this hose and this hose, onwards and upwards, up to the nozzle. Inside the nozzle, the fuel flow is blocked. It can't just run through uncontrolled. And in this model, which luckily Mr. Janssen always has on hand, you can see the block. This is where the fuel is stopped. This white conical thing is the valve. When you put the nozzle in the tank or a container and lift the lever, a spring is moved back. The fuel, shown here in yellow, pushes the valve forward and passes through the nozzle into the tank. The fuel must pass this constricted area, where the flow velocity is increased, so a vacuum is created at the valve seat. The faster a fluid flows, the lower the pressure, creating a vacuum. When John blows over this sheet of paper, the air above the paper flows very fast. Again, a vacuum is created, making the paper lift. In the nozzle, the flow creates a vacuum. Air is drawn in through the sensing port at the tip of the spout, past the whole nozzle, through a separate air tube. When fuel reaches the sensing port, the airflow is stopped. In this chamber, the suction builds up rapidly, the red diaphragm is lifted up, the spring is pushed back, shuts the valve, and stops the flow. Very complicated. But actually, it's quite simple. When the sensing port here in front is covered with fuel, a suction is created within the nozzle. This suction trips the automatic action and closes the valve. Okay, well, that's enough fuel. It's time to pay. Oh dear, he hasn't got any money left. Good that Marianne earned so much money today. She offers to pay for his fuel and some drinks.